Welcome to American English in a Minute.
Starting the day is never fun. Making tea and making coffee are an important part of any morning routine, whether you're making it for yourself, a family member, friend, or coworker. So let's learn to add a more fragrant aroma to our language. Let's speak better. Coffee and tea are people fuel. Without some coffee in your belly or tea in your stomach, it's a little bit harder to get up and go. Making coffee. So here's how you make it. Pam scoops some ground coffee into the filter. Then she pours some water into the coffee maker. She turns the coffee maker on by pressing the switch. The water heats up and drips through the ground coffee and into the coffee pot. Making tea. Dan boils water in a tea kettle. He pours the hot water into a teapot and adds some tea leaves. As the tea leaves soak in the water becomes tea. Dan strains the tea through a strainer into a teacup. The teacup is placed on a saucer. Here are a few things for your special attention. A filter has very small holes in it. A liquid or gas can pass through the holes, but large pieces of a solid cannot. A strainer does the same thing, but its holes are larger, and it probably has a handle. If you grind coffee beans, you get ground coffee. You scoop ground coffee with a scoop. This means you move it by using a scoop. A scoop is very similar to a large spoon. Heats up means becomes hot. When something soaks, it stays in water and becomes very wet. You might soak your clothes before washing them. You might soak your feet in water after a hard day's work. And a few words of wisdom before we finish. It is always darkest before the dawn. When things are extremely bad, it can be a signal that they are about to get better. I like to think it's always darkest before the first cup of coffee. Getting up out of bed is the worst part of my day. Getting a cup of coffee makes it the best.
You can find this and many other videos on my YouTube channel, Kaizen Teaching.